Welcome to AKMTB. Today it's time to do the muffler delete on my Ford Mustang Cobra from 1996. And the first thing I have to do is to remove the mufflers and to see what kind of piping I need to do the muffler delete. So if you're doing this, you start up by jacking up your car so you can get under it and remove the mufflers. My mufflers come up pretty easy. I just need to use a 30 millimeters socket and undo the bolts here, here and here. And then I could just lift the mufflers out. Okay, so I have my mufflers off. And what I need to do here, or at least what I'm planning to do here, is to cut it off here. And then I'm gonna attach a new pipe from here to here and attach this end on my tailpipe. So I need to figure out how much piping do I need to go from here to here. And I also need to figure out if it's the same on both sides, which it is. So I'm kind of planning to bring one of these with me to the store so I could like line it up there. And I know I need about, this one is like 45, 50, half a meter long, so I need pipe that goes from here to here. And I also need to figure out what diameter this is on the pipe here, so I could actually attach it here. I kind of know it. It's a 63 or 2.5 inch. I haven't really decided how I'm going to do this, if I'm going to weld it up or if I'm going to use the clamps. It's leaning towards using clamps, mainly because I have an upcoming inspection and, well, they might have some thoughts about how the car is going to sound afterwards. So I'm not taking any risks by welding it up. With the clamps I could always put the mufflers back on quite easily. But for now we need to start it up without the mufflers and see how it sounds, right? Well, it is kind of loud, but that's what you want, right? I don't think it's too loud for the inspectors to have any like real opinions about it. It is, after all, like a V8 with quite a lot of power, so sound is, well, pretty normal. But no, for now we're gonna go to the store and pick up the piping, and then we're gonna come back and put it back on. I'm back from the store and I'm gonna show you what I picked up. To make it easier for me in the store, I brought the muffler with me, and I figured out if I take these two pieces and put together like this, they are like lining up perfectly with my muffler. It goes in here and it goes out here. In order to hook all this up, I picked up some clamps like this that goes on like this, and I also picked up a clamp like this that you could tighten down with 2 bolts. And I picked up some traditional clamps like this, and I'm gonna see what I will end up using and what I will end up doing. I'm thinking if I'm gonna weld this piece together, so this will be like one piece, but before I weld anything up, I'm going to put it all on the vehicle and see what angles I need to use on this before I weld it together. And so my first step here is going to be to measure my muffler to decide where I'm going to do the cut on it. So this is how it's going to lay up, and the cut should be, I want it to go inside quite a bit, and I want it to stick out a little bit on the right side. So by eyeballing this a little bit, it needs to be somewhere around here. And if I have a look on this, I see there's a bend starting here. So I'm gonna cut it just before the bend starts. And I think that should be enough for me. Then I have the right distance to get it in. So I'm gonna cut it, and I'm gonna do the same cut on both of the pieces. We have the cut done here, and these two pieces can go together, and I'm gonna make sure that they fit. It's pretty tight, but that's good, and it's a nice fit. So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna line this up with the tailpipe to see where it ends up, and then I'm gonna see where I have to put this holder. I think it needs to be somewhere here in the edge to hold this whole piping up. Well, for this side we could definitely say that we are too long, probably with this much, about 10 centimeters. And that is because I'm noticing now that this side here is slightly longer than the other side. So what I'm gonna do, instead of cutting it immediately, I'm just gonna move it over on the other side like this to see how it fits over there. Well, I think as well that this one would benefit of being a little bit shorter, but it kind of sort of fits up pretty good. But I'm going to shorten it a little bit. I kind of need only about an inch or so. So I made a cut here, and the reason why I'm making the cut in this part is because this is an add-on, while this one is an original part. So it makes more sense to cut it in the add-on part, because you might want to go back to the original part. Let's get the pieces together and add it over here to the exhaust. It's all the way in, and now there's some more space. And now it should be possible to put this one on the add-on and on the original part. Perhaps we need to clean off the original a little bit, or maybe not. It went on there pretty easily. And let's put them together. That's it. And basically what we need to do now is to tighten all this down and see how it fits, and then I'm going to see where I'm going to put my holder as well. So we're starting to get there. Let's adjust it a little bit. Well, that should be pretty good. Now we should put a clamp here, clamp it here, and clamp it here. And I don't think I'm gonna weld it actually, because, well, it fits pretty good. So I need to adjust this so it stays away from my control arm up here. So I'm going to clamp it down now. Always. It's over there where the camera is. They always seems to disappearing. Here it is. There's a good fit. That's where I want it. What about this pipe? That should be pretty good. Okay, that's pretty solid. And now I will get these ones. And clamp it down here. That's a good position. Can I reach both bolts? Yeah. I'm just gonna get some VD40 on it. Always a good idea. Could put some grease too, but I'm a little bit lazy and I'm not really driving this car in bad weather, so. There we go. I think I will put it in an angle facing down. And let's put some pressure on it. So, first side is on. And now you basically need to repeat everything you just done on the other side. And then we are all done. So I have everything bolted up now. And I feel pretty confident that I have clearance for the pipe because I adjusted it so that it won't clear the axle and stuff like that. But when I put it down, I'm going to have a final look and to see how the clearance is. And you should do the same, of course, when you're doing this. And I used the clamps on all places. It's not the nicest looking exhaust, but well, whatever. I could get it off really easy and put the mufflers back on if I were gonna need that for my inspection. And honestly, this is not a like exhibition car anyway or something like that, so I don't really care, and no one is really looking under the car anyway, so it will work. How does it sound now? I didn't do a before sound, unfortunately, but well, that doesn't really matter so much how it sounded before. The important thing is how it sounds now, and I'm going to start it up and you will see. I'm going to give it some revs and we will see how it sounds then. I would for sure say that it sounds nice. I'm satisfied. If you like this kind of content, give it a thumbs up. Otherwise, you could click up here somewhere to subscribe, and click down here to see a playlist on how to do stuff on the Mustang, and in general, check out my channel. I release new videos once a week. Thanks for watching, and I see you soon.